Joe Biden was elected the 46th President of the United States this past Saturday after a few days of waiting for election results. Aaliyah Jaron is in Manteca, California, with more on this year's election and voter turnout. This election season was one like no other due to many ballots being mailed out due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Many Americans voted by mail or dropped their ballot off at an official ballot drop box to take precaution. Voting by mail has been criticized by President Trump as he has claimed this method of voting will lead to voter fraud. Despite President Trump's remarks, Michael Vu from the San Diego County Registrar of Voters says voting by mail is safe.
There are academic individuals out there that have studied this area and would say from a very scientific point of view, there's no level of systemic voter fraud that is happening.
Vu says he's been running mail ballot elections for years and says everyone has accepted the results regardless. This presidential election also welcomed many first-time voters, like first-time voter Juliet Torres, who dropped her ballot off at an official ballot box location.
I felt empowered and like, oh, like I'm an adult, but I think it was not as much like excitement as I think it would have been if I voted in person.
Though her first time voting may have been different than what she anticipated, Torres hopes to continue to exercise her right to vote.
I hope to vote in every election as like the United States where like your voice is heard and we have the freedom of speech, and one of the ways that we feel that like our needs are met is like electing people that we want to see in like important seats.
According to Pew Research Center, the voter turnout rate for the 2020 election was at a record high. President Trump received nearly 70 million votes, while President-elect Joe Biden received more than 74 million, breaking the record for the most votes received by a presidential candidate. For Tech News, I'm Aaliyah Jaron. Back to you in the studio.